Yo, what is good, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. Now, today we're going over how exactly I built my team in College Football Ultimate Team. So if you fellas are new, we post daily cut content over here on this channel. We also post daily Madden Ultimate Team videos, but those are over on my main channel. So if you're a MUT guy, go check out that channel. Link should be in the description of this video. Now on to what you guys actually clicked this video for, how I really built my team. So we're about, what, 3 to 4 days into College Football Ultimate Team. I definitely will say this game is fun. Like, do not get me wrong, I'm having a great time on this game. But I do think there are some things that need to be addressed, especially with the glitches, how like out of touch I really think the cut developers are with the cut community, but that's in a video coming out later today. Right now I really want to focus on how exactly I built my team. As you guys can see here on your screen, I have an 81 overall offense and 82 overall defense. So pretty solid. I will say I did benefit off of a few glitches, and that is what we're going to dive into right now. Alright, so I'm just going to get the elephant out of the room. I said it in the intro, I'm going to say it again. I benefited from the day one pack glitch. Basically, if you opened the Stories of the Week pack and you, within like a 10-minute time frame, you were getting the Season 1 champions. I opened about 7 of them, and I pretty much pulled every player except Luther Burden. But we'll just talk about the players that I did actually. Obviously got the center. This center is actually disgusting. When he's going up against like 78, 79 overall defensive tackles, it's a pancake every single time. It honestly is not fair. I also pulled Judkins, who, now that I think about it, is probably the most beneficial and useful player I actually got from a glitch. Yeah, I know it sucks that a lot of people didn't get him, but I'm not going to complain because I personally got very lucky. He is an 89 speed halfback when he's playing against 77 speed DBs and safeties. It really is not fair. Also, I did pull both of the outside linebackers in Oliver and Carter. I moved Carter down to my left end. He is more of a edge rushing archetype to begin with, and he is really good off the edge, as you guys can see on his rushing stats. 86 power move, 86 block shed, 84 finesse move, 6'3", 250 pounds. This guy is a beast off the edge for me. On top of that, Isaiah Oliver is a wicked user. He is very fast. Also, his name is Colin, not Isaiah, so sorry Colin Oliver, but he does have 86 speed, 6'2", 235 pounds, 89 overall. I will say I think he is a better user than edge rusher, so that is exactly why I use her on this guy. I also did fortunately pull the best DB in the game in Will Johnson. This card is a straight clamp out there. I'm just going to keep it how it is. 88 speed, 89 press, 85 zone, 89 man coverage, 6'2", 202. So I've been playing a lot of games online, and I really think we're currently in a man meta. So man coverage being 89 on Will Johnson, but he puts the clamps on whoever is guarding him. He's really good. So that was pretty much all the cards that I got that, alright, isn't necessarily the fairest. Now talking about the rest of the players that I do have on my team, I have not purchased a single offensive lineman. I don't recommend you fellas do either. As you guys can see here, I have an 81 overall Nash Jones. Got Nash Jones from one of the B&D Season 1 Field Pass players. As you can also see, he's a B&D player. One thing I say in all of my MUT videos that we're going to bring over to cut, use B&D offensive lineman every opportunity you can get. As you can see though, I only have a 78 overall left guard. Because I haven't pulled a left guard that's above a 78, I am not going out there and purchasing players. I'll talk about this a little more after, but fellas, do not waste your coins on 80 overalls. They're going for way too many coins. Also, I do have an 80 overall right guard here. I pulled Kobe Baines out of the Story of the Week pack. This was the only pack I opened after the glitch, and it wasn't a glitch, and I pulled a right guard, and well, he is being tossed in as my starter. Also, it is super helpful because you need to complete the Story of the Week objectives to get Season 1 Field Pass, so the fact that I have to have 2 players in my lineup to begin with, honestly, did not mind whatsoever tossing in Kobe Baines to the lineup. Yeah, so moving on over to the right side of the offensive line, right tackle and tight ends were exactly the same as the rest of the offensive line, besides my 89 overall center. The right tackle is alright, definitely am hoping to pull an upgrade at right tackle, but right now 76 is not the end of the world. Now, the tight ends, I have gotten fairly lucky. As you guys can see, I have 282 overalls and 181 overall tight end. They're also all B&D, coming from that Season 1 Field Pass Player Pack. Now, Jake Brenningstool is low-key a little bit of a budget beast. I'm not going to say any card is a budget beast right now because they're all selling for freaking bread. Every card in this game is way too overpriced, but if you do happen to pull this card, highly recommend you guys pick him. He is 82 speed, 6'6", 230 pounds, a very, very good tight end. The fact that I got him for free, not going to complain. So I want to talk about Will Howard right now. In my opinion, the best quarterback in the game. Made this video yesterday over on the main channel talking about the best players at every single position. And from what I've seen and what I've read online and what I have used, Will Howard is the best quarterback in the game. You guys are very easily to claim him for free just by getting to level 10 and like level 24 and then I believe 2 levels in the 40s. You guys get the 84 overall season 1, 84 overall player pack. And out of the first player, I picked Will Howard and I have not been disappointed. 81 speed, amazing throwing stats, 6'4", 237 pounds. He plays like a freaking stud. Again, I think we're in a man meta, but I also think we're in a little bit of a speed meta. You want players that are quick, and 81 speed on Will Howard is low-key top tier speed at a quarterback right now, and he is completely free. So if you guys haven't claimed any of your 84s or you're about to get to your second one, you know, you're iffy on your quarterback, I would go Will Howard. I think he is significantly better than the free Joe Burrow we all got. Now, the last position on offense is wide receivers. Obviously, you guys can see here my cover athlete, Travis Hunter. I'm sure a lot of us picked Travis Hunter. Card is solid, 81 speed, decent route running, 6'1", 185 pounds. I will say my receivers are probably the weakest position group on my field, but I don't necessarily care. I also, for whatever reason, can't show you guys Squirrel White. Never mind, here we go. Yeah, not going to work, but I picked Squirrel White out of my 134 pre-order pack. Picked Tennessee, happened to be Squirrel White. Personally, one of my favorite players on the team, so not too mad at all that I have Squirrel on the squad right now. And in the slot, I got N Nash, Nick Nash out of San Jose State. 80 speed, 6'3". He honestly gets the job done. He's got 80s at every single stat, but somehow equals up to an 81. Again, pulled him out of a pack. He's BND, so there's not much more I can do with him besides play him, and he honestly has been pretty solid for me in the slot. Now that's my offense. Moving on over to my defense, which is personally one of my favorite defenses first few days into any Ultimate Team game that I have ever built. Starting off with my Heisman hopeful pick, Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs was by far the best player to pick out of that pack. He has 84 speed, 80 hit power, 80 zone, only 78 man, but 6 foot, 205 pounds. He plays like a freaking beast out there. Yeah, he's got an 85 in the game, but are you going to want to spend all those coins for an 85 overall this early into the cut cycle? No. So I picked up Caleb Downs, and I have not been disappointed whatsoever. On the other side of Caleb Downs is the weakest spot on my defense, and it is my strong safety position. For whatever reason, I haven't been able to pick up a better strong safety. I've played through all the solo challenges, all pretty much almost not majority of the season 1 field pass. As you guys can see, I'm level 23, but for whatever reason, cannot pull a better strong safety. Just kind of been unlucky at that end. This card is not very good, but he does get the job done, especially because I think my DBs are pretty solid. I mean, Will Johnson being there is disgusting. We already talked about him, but we also got Quinion Mitchell, who I picked from the Ultimate Alumni Pack. Originally, I wanted to go with AD Mitchell, but then after I looked at Quinion Mitchell's stats one more time, and I was like, you know what? Corner is a depth position. He will be on my team a lot longer than AD Mitchell will, most likely. I upgrade my receivers like nothing. I kind of sit on my DBs for a while. It's something I do in Madden too. So I was like, you know what? We'll take Quinion Mitchell. And, you know, he has played really, really good for me. He's not the best corner in the game by any means, but when you do have the best corner on the other side, it definitely makes up for it. And then in my slot corner, I have whatever his name is, Brandon Sissy. He's super not good, but he does get the job done. He doesn't really get in the game very often for me, so it isn't the end of the world that I have a 74 overall corner playing in the slot 3. And also, if you guys have a team that doesn't look like this, do not worry. Fellas, we are 3 days into this game. I got super lucky with the glitch. That's straight up how it is. So, most likely, you do not have a team that looks like mine. Do not worry. Also, I make videos on Ultimate Team games, so you know what? I damn right better have a good team. Now on over to my linebacker positions. Like I said earlier, Colin Oliver is my user, and the only other player on the linebacker group that gets in for me is Base and Jacobs. Personally, I like Jacobs a little bit more, so we'll talk about him. Got him out of another B&D pack, as you guys can see, and he has 76 speed, 6'4", 80 hit power, he really just gets in there and blows up the run for me. 76 speed on a middle linebacker is actually really good right now on an 80 overall. So the fact that I have him on the squad, definitely not going to complain about. Other option we got here is Jordan Bass, literally only in there to run around. He cannot play defense, he cannot rush. He is just quick. 6'4", though, also a solid user. But again, I'm usering on Colin Oliver, so the odds of me actually touching this other guy, it's not happening. And when you say it like that, it sounds a little weird, but we move on to the edge rushers, my last position group we're going to talk about, where I have Abdul Carter out of Penn State. 84 speed, 86 strength. I mean, this card is really good. I mean, we talked about him earlier, and he just destroys and makes havoc for me. Again, really happy I benefited off that glitch, but I know a lot of you guys didn't, so we're not going to mention it again. In the interior, I have Eric Gregory. I mean, this card is just a filler. Again, he is not B&D, so I did actually pull him out of a regular pack, probably one of the glitch packs that I opened, and you know what? He gets the job done. The 80 strength, the 76 tackle has been pretty solid. Definitely the first position I'm looking to upgrade when I'm spending coins is probably going to be that DT1 spot and then maybe corner 3. I really am satisfied with how my offense is playing. And finally, the last player on defense we got to talk about is Brendan Mott. 77 speed, 81 finesse move, 6'5", 240 pounds. A really good counterpiece to my defensive line. Now, just talking quickly about my specialists, as you guys can see, I have Judkins as my power back and my third down running back. I also have him returning kicks for me. If you guys have Judkins and you aren't having him return kicks for you, I highly recommend doing that. It makes, you return so many kick returns because he is just so much faster than everyone else on your field. I got Squirrel Light playing the slot wide receiver for me. You know what? Squirrel is really small. He's one of my favorite players in college football right now, so that might be why it's going to take me a while to upgrade for him. And again, this game is purely for fun, so I necessarily do not care. And fellas, that is exactly how I have built my cut team 3 days into the game. Let me know down below, what overall are you fellas rocking, and I will catch you boys later today with another cut video, but until then, peace!